are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today, it's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we've got a good one in store between the Denver Broncos and our home team. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. And early on, they're picking up right where they left off last week.
And I know a lot of coaches say each game is its own. You don't really have carryover. This feels like carryover. So much confidence from the previous game that they're using to their advantage now.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. They'll look to throw here. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. Well, this defense for the Chargers, they were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
Not a ton of room available on that, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Red, cycle. 6.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. And the delay of game penalty makes this much more difficult. 3rd and 8. On play action, they'll throw. Got an open man here, and it's K.J. Hamler. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 22-yard line. A nice pickup of 23 on the 3rd down conversion. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving.
Ready.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And going right back to Hamler. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another 1st down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical. They've been crisp. And as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
Looking to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there, because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to him and forced the incompletion.
You're right. He had him open just a split second too late on the release. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. And not a good time for the sack on 2nd and goal. A loss of 6. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
10 yards gets him closer, but now it's 4th and goal.
Nice job understanding the situation. 3rd and long, kept the play in front of them and made the tackle. They gave up a good chunk of yardage, but it does force a 4th down.
A field goal try forthcoming now for the Broncos. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And his kick here is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. It seems like we have seen this a lot in his rookie year. A nice tackle for a loss.
And the more games he gets under his belt, the better he's gotten. And sometimes you worry about rookies hitting the wall. Not in this case. This young man runs right through it.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss there. Now 3rd and 14.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for. One of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And that is caught. It's Davis. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. The Chargers at 9-1 on the year. They've been playing their best football of the year. Winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. Pass caught. It's Davis on the crossing route. And they'll be stopped at the 28. On a play that started at the 14, they pick up 14. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 23 yards on the pickup there and a 1st. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Now they try the right side here. And he will get him across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown. A great play there. His 7th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Chargers are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today. So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in the conference.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. Got his man. It's London. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a 1st down. A shotgun snap and a give to Etienne. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think we got to give it up for him right there. That's a heck of an athletic move for a big man right in the middle of the line. How about the play he makes there? Nowhere to run, and he finishes that one off for a loss.
So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. He'll drop to throw. This ball complete. It's Etienne on the crossing route. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 23. 23 yards the pickup there.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
38. Black open.
They'll drop to throw. They'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
17.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. He'll look to throw. He'll get this off to Etienne. Touchdown, Broncos! Travis Etienne, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos are able to move back in front.
The kicker on for the extra
Charles, every time that he makes one of these plays, I think the front office, they get a bigger and bigger collective smile because they feel more confident that they have found their guy, their future at quarterback.
And they should feel that way. It's obvious he's a big part of why they have such a good record this season. You're right about the bright future as well, and by association, a bright future for the franchise too.
And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a two-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. He really hasn't been able to get on track running the football and averaging less than 4 yards a carry.
Yeah, I think that they're going to enjoy the film session because all the defenders are filling their proper gaps on just about every play. And you know what they always say for a defensive coach, when I click off this film, I better see 11 jerseys in the picture going after the ball carrier.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Partner, we've got ourselves a ball game, and those guys on defense, they came to play. Slipped up on their first series, but they're definitely settling in now and letting it be known that points won't come so easy again.
He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A gain there of 30 big ones.
When they needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver. And as this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Let's go.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down of the sack.
The competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week. We just saw their first one of this game.
They'll set up a throw. And that's incomplete. Well, you and I, partner, we got the form assignment this week. An unbeaten team against a one-loss team. Really not much separating these two entering play here today.
Not much at all. I think for both coaches, they've looked at their team and said, guys, you got to know what you're getting into in this one, and you better be ready to go because you get to answer the big question of the day. Are we as good as we think we are? We're about to find out.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give him credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. And the punter's on the sideline. Here's the field goal unit now to try an exceptionally long one. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. Well, not too long ago, Charles, that would have been a new NFL record. But instead, it's shy of setting the record, which is 66, but still from 65 away, one of the longest kicks in league history.
And that puts him in elite company in the NFL. Only a few have ever even attempted that, let alone put it through the post. How about his moment? It came together for him, and he delivered.
The Charger drive about to get going. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again, 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 54 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Hands it off out of the gun. And some room to work. There he goes right side. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Chargers have tied the ball game with a chance to take the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And with it, his guys take the lead here by a point. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're...
And this will be caught at the 30. A huge play there for Denver. 45 yards.
There's the arm strength that we saw in college and during the scouting process. And really, it's not just the arm strength there, but the placement as well. To me, that was an excellent combination of arm talent and accuracy.
Here we go.
So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Running out of the gun with ETN. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver 1st down.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way. In the game of football, you run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it. But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun, and they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Here's 2nd and 8. And that's complete to ETN out of the backfield. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. They'll try and set up the screen to ETN. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. And they'll run with ETN. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the 1st half.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He's trying to get his 2nd touchdown already in the 1st half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a 2nd. 2nd and goal from the 1.
Ultra. 52 blaster. Blaster, 6.
Back to throw here. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Chargers are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. The defense looked geared up to stop the run, but obviously, Charles, they were ready for the pass, too.
Yeah, they were hoping they could catch everyone crashing and playing the run, but that was a very ill-advised throw right there. The opportunity, lost.
The Charger drive about to get going. And this is potentially a nervy situation this close to their own goal line. And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. So a very tight 1st half. We had to break in a 1-point game. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. So the Chargers will start the 2nd half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the 3rd quarter. And we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Johnston. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 130 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch, dragging the toes, and it's going to be a 1st down. Well done. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another 1st. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Herbert operating from the red zone. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
Caught that look from me there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
To throw again on second down. Herbert. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. Chigakakwar. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Chargers take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 8. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Now ETN to start the drive. And he's got some space here. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. Another tote for ETN. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
2nd and 4. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Well, partner, I mean, if anybody was still questioning whether or not he had an NFL caliber arm, I think you can toss that right out the window. That was a heck of a throw right there.
I would agree totally. Question it no more. This rookie, big-time throw right there. Great poise, stepped up, trusted he could lay it in there perfectly, and he knew that his guy was going to make the catch on the other end. Nice collaboration.
They'll try and run it here, and he's not going to get there. So they come up empty on the 2-point conversion, and they are unable to tie up this football game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. On first down, it's Herbert. Over the middle, it's complete. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Play action. It's Herbert. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack. That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1. And, you know, they had 5 last week, I'm remembering.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback, but you show them a lot of different looks, and they did that in the first half. You know, different angles, different things to slow down the speed. They got to them here in the second half. Now they've got to come up with a counter to that and maybe do something different.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd and 2, Herbert. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
On 4th down, Herbert. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. 4th and 2. They got it. That was kind of that gray area. Is that a feel thing, whether you go run or pass there offensively?
I think it's a feel thing. It's a tendency thing about what you like to do yourself on offense, as well as knowing how strong they are against the run on defense. Got to make a decision, and they made the correct one.
Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. If you're going to run against this unit, especially down here, just beware. I mean, they're the top rushing defense in the league.
Yeah, and then they go ahead and they double down with the whole thing because you think, okay, let's throw the ball. Oh, yeah, that's right. They defend the pass pretty well, too. Very difficult task right now.
Flushed out right. And his throw here is incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Herbert. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
And his kick is right there. It's good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game, back to the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And caught by London. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion.
Okay, right? Ultra. Go ultra. Strike.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Called it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Ready, strike.
13 yards remaining on 2nd down. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see. And it's intercepted.
Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr.
And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
The Charger drive about to get going. Another important fourth quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 23 yards on the play.
These guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 137 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
The defensive coordinators love that. You got a cornerback willing to stick his nose in there, come up on run support, and stop that pop pass dead in its tracks.
And, partner, one good thing about trying to defend that play, you should see it coming the whole way. You see the receiver coming in motion in your direction. Nice job eluding the blocker, making the play behind the line of scrimmage. An even better job studying the play before you have to try and defend it in the game.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodon.
He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. A 7-yard touchdown ground.
And the Chargers add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a fifth straight victory.
Point after, right down the middle. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
Yeah, the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit.
And throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score, because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Hey, check nigga.
And they'll run
on the inside handoff. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
Into the hands of London. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. This offense on 3rd down today, they've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 13-yard line. A big 3rd down pickup of 20 yards. In a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
On play action, they'll throw. They'll roll him out, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And going to the books is a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down.
Remember, throughout my career here, defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. They put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Looking to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Mike Gesicki from 19 yards away. And the Broncos have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a 1-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long, because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense, because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. The Charger drive about to get going. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you've got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Pastor, you said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. 160 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Trayvon Walker makes the tackle. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you watch high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
3rd down and 12.
So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Error-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up.
She right got me.